Okay, so we're going to start off by sauteing some beef. I got about 2 pounds here. We just want to chop it up, get it cooked all the way through until it's brown, then we'll drain off the fat. Once the beef is brown, we're going to add our bacon. I got about a ½ pound of thick cut bacon that I've just finely chopped. And you really want to get all the fat out of there because this bacon is going to leave plenty on its own. We're actually going to drain it again. And then once this is nice and crisp, we'll remove it, cook our vegetables right in the same pan. Okay, once our bacon is crisp, we're going to go in with our veg. I'm using a large yellow onion, like 5 cloves of garlic, 6 if they're small, a red bell pepper. You can almost throw in anything in here. You can certainly throw in green bell peppers, celery, even carrots, little chunks of carrots or shredded carrot are all good. You're just going to stir these in, touch of salt. I left a little bit of the bacon grease in there. I drained most of it out, but leave a couple tablespoons to sweat those vegetables down. If you're not looking for any color, you just want to let this go for 7 or 8 minutes and let those onions become translucent. So it's been about 7 or 8 minutes and the aroma's coming off here, I gotta tell you. Pretty awesome. Bacon. What do I got? Bacon, onion, garlic. It's all quite spectacular. I'm going to add my spices and let them kind of toast for a bit. I've got, call it 3 tablespoons of cumin and about 1½ of chili pepper. And then I've got a heaping teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of oregano. Again, you can be pretty creative here. You can kind of do what you want. You just want to get them in there and let those essential oils release. And then it really just takes a few seconds. I'm going to add then in my tomato paste. Now, I like to add in the tomato paste ahead of time here and let it cook out. Tomato paste is, we're going to actually add 3 types of tomato. Tomato paste adds kind of the body to the sauce. And we're just going to add it in, spread it around, let it cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to change color, it's going to change its flavor profile, develop a little bit of that rich dark tone. And we're going to come back and deglaze this with a little bit of wine. I'm using from red wine. You can certainly use beer. You can use almost anything you want. You can leave the booze out altogether. Okay, like I said, we're back. I'm going to deglaze with about a cup and a half of red wine. Use kind of anything you want. Beer here is also perfect, and frankly probably a little more traditional, but what the heck. I'm just going to let that go for 3 or 4 minutes on a simmer until the alcohol is evaporated out. So our other 2 types of tomato, one, I've got a tomato puree, which is nice and smooth. Again, that adds kind of a fluidity to the sauce, maybe. No chunks in there. And then I've got a puree or a diced tomato here because I still like to see some of those chunks in there. Both those tomatoes go in. We're going to add back the beef that we browned off earlier and try not to splatter everywhere. We're going to stir all this together, and chances are you don't have quite enough moisture in there for all the other ingredients. And so we're going to top this off with a little bit of chicken stock. You can use beef stock. Frankly, you could use another beer if you wanted to, or some more wine. We're going to season, salt, and then a good amount of fresh ground black pepper. And I'm just going to stir this all together. Let it come up to a simmer. Cover it, and then let it go. You know, it can frankly go for 2 hours is probably the minimum it needs. You can let it go for 5 or 6 until we finish it off. So when the chili's got about ½ an hour left to cook, add your beans. I'm only using 1 can of pinto beans because my wife doesn't love beans, but feel free to add as much as you like. You also want to give it a taste for seasoning. And this one's hot. It's temperature hot, not all that spicy hot. What I'm going to do, I actually got a little bit of honey because I like a little sweetness on the chili. And we're going to hit it with a little bit more salt and let it go for about another hour or so until those beans are cooked. So after an hour or so with the beans in there, it's really just about the thickness that you want. If you want it thicker, let it go for a little bit longer. Otherwise, we're good to serve it up. Okay, let's go ahead and serve up our chili. However you want to garnish it, up to you. All kinds of beautiful ways for me. A little bit of shredded cheese right over the top, and a little squirt of sour cream. You can throw in a little in a little sandwich bag there. Do whatever little designs you want. Oh, very pretty, you can tell. I'm left-handed, right? And I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required. Holy cow, you made it to the end of the video. Hope you saw something you liked. Hope you try this recipe. If so, throw something in the comments. Let me know how it turned out. And you know what? I put videos up every week, sometimes twice a week. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Click this little button right here. It should be somewhere around my fingers. And you'll get updates when I post new videos. You can comment, you can enjoy. We can all learn to cook better. I'll see you next time.